What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Hustle Mindset, brand new channel focusing on financial freedom and passive income. So my name is Pablo, and what we're doing today is breaking down 3 different income streams that can get you to the $1,000 range in 1 month or 30 days, whatever floats your boat. Before we get into the video, it's very important that we break down what the different types of income streams are. And from my point of view, there are 3 different ones. So it's important to break down what the 3 are, and those 3 are passive income, active income, and portfolio income. Passive income is money that is made day in, day out without a lot of effort or any effort at all. So you could be sleeping 8 hours, 10 hours out of your day, and in those 8 hours or 10 hours you could be making money without you lifting a finger. So that is something that most people strive for that are entrepreneurs, and that is something I strive for obviously too. Another stream that is possible with income is active income. So this is what most 90% of people are pursuing right now, which is like job related, career related. So that is something that you are actively trying to make. Your time equals your money. So it's not something that is possible without you working towards. The only way that it's possible is, let's say you have a sick day, holiday, something like that your job offers. But let's say your job offers none of that. You do not have any type of passive income stream at all. But with active income, it's a great way to get started, right? That's what the hustle mindset is all about. Hustling, whatever you can do to get to that almighty dollar. So with me, I like this type of income stream because active income is a great way, let's say for a side gig. You just focus on that hard as hell, and then you have some money to get started with another way to make passive income. That way the investment that you have can affect your passive income, and that was only possible because of your active income. So unless you're born into a rich family, you will be starting off in an active income scenario. And last but not least, this kind of goes into passive income, but portfolio is basically stocks, dividends, and anything like index funds. Something that is more long-term in my point of view. I put this in a separate side because you really won't be focusing on this if you're with your active income or passive income. So that's why I kind of categorize it in a different way. But this is still very important because this is a great way to help with exponential growth and compound interest. So let's say you start off with $1,000, right? And you want to decide to invest in an index fund. You can put in those $1,000 and over time it grows. On average, the index fund S&P 500 grows about 10% per year. So if you do that exponentially with interest and keep investing money every year, you will eventually reach a point in 20, 30, 40 years where you can retire and honestly become a millionaire just off that. But with most people, obviously, with me, I don't want to wait 20, 40, 30 years to be in a place where I can just retire. I want to retire ASAP, as soon as possible. So that's not something that you will be focusing most of your time, most of your money, most of your investments on, at least not for me personally, but that is something that you can look into as well. And another thing we got to break down is what I said earlier. What different ways can you make income on? So the only 3 ways that I know is through money, time, or time combination with time, or the only 3 ways that I know is money. So now we got to break down the different types of income building streams. So the only ways I know personally, and I think that are possible, is through money, through time, and the combination of both money and time. So those 3 are going to be very crucial into deciding what you're going to invest your time in, what you're going to invest your money in. And what we're going to be breaking down right now is just investing your time in with 0 money down. So the first thing you should have are goals that you set your mind to before you actually start building these streams. It's very important that you build these income streams, but the most important is why. Why are you building these streams? What is the purpose of you building these streams? If you don't have a purpose, if you're just trying to go with the flow and you're just trying to build something out of nothing but without an actual goal, you're not going to get far. You're not going to get anywhere near what you want to do because you're going to lose that consistency. You're going to lose the reason why. You're going to lose that drive. You're going to lose that hustle mentality to actually make this possible. So make sure you write down your goals. For me personally, my goals is I'm trying to retire by 30. So that is the number one thing, is I'm creating this system, this type of income stream, because I want to retire by 30. Since you won't be investing your money because you might not have any, because you just don't want to start off with investing money in any risk, you're not a risk taker at all, which is fine. There's so many different ways to make money. The number one way of the 3 ways to make income right now that we're going to be talking about is through passive income. With this, you're going to be focusing on what you got right now. What do you have? You got 10 fingers, right? So you got to use all your skills that you have available to you right now. Whatever you have experiences with, let's say art, business, cooking, whatever it is, babysitting, teaching, you are going to utilize those skills to build a passive income stream. The best way is creating an online product through online courses, through ebooks, PDF. I would personally focus on one of those 3. Firstly, I would focus on a PDF or ebook off the bat. That way you don't have to worry about running an online course and whatever maintenance you might require for that. And what you're going to do is start building your network. Start reaching into Facebook groups and Instagram pages and figuring out what your niche needs. A great tip that I think that could be useful is I try to target people who are just beginning in that journey for that niche. For me personally, I would choose Facebook marketing or online digital marketing. That's something I have more experience with. So that's something I would pursue in creating a PDF or ebook for. So with that, I would try to focus on finding a group of people, or focusing on the demographics of people who are just starting off in that journey or might be interested in starting off in that journey. That way you can increase the size of your audience without really going too far left or right on the people that might not be interested in the type of product that you have. So what's the first step? First step is number 1, create a free product first. So this might take you possibly a week, depending on how detailed you want to make this. But try to create a product like, let's say for me, Facebook marketing. Create an online PDF on what Facebook marketing is, what digital marketing is, and try to target people in those audiences, in those Facebook groups. Let's say a Facebook group or a community that is very into Facebook marketing and starting off that journey. Or you might know a couple YouTube people that have a big audience and are based on Facebook marketing, and that's what they're focused on for those consumers. So try to join as many groups. I'd say try to at least join 20 groups that have at least 1,000 or more people in it, so that we have at least an audience size of 20,000 people, which is a great size for giving out free PDFs, free ebooks, free online courses. So that way you can just get the audience warmed up to you. So this is kind of creating a funnel without actually wasting any money or spending any money. So what you want to do is get your audience first into that first layer of the funnel and try to get them to get all the free promotional material that you have. So let's say you have a free PDF that is like 10 pages long. Offer that up to people, and the best way to get this maximized is getting their email information. So not only are you warming up this audience, but you also are building up a online email marketing list. So this is very crucial if you want to build up for a potential income building stream where you're actually charging them money for an ebook, PDF, or online course. Another great way is starting a YouTube channel, or if you have an existing one, create a YouTube video detailing what this free PDF is all about, maybe giving in information on the first like 3-4 pages, and then linking that free PDF on your description so that they can click on it, they can like it, they can actually check out the information that you have, and that gives you another email to contact later on. So what you're gonna do is, while you're building up this email list, while you're building up this audience and warming them up, building up that paid for course, paid for PDF, or whatever you have. So once you have that built up, let's say you spent the first 10 days or first 7 days warming up this audience, and now you've got to focus on actually building this online course. So while you're building up this free material, you're also working on your paid for material. And the goal obviously is to get this done within 30 days. So your paid for material does not have to be the most detailed material out there, the best detailed material out there. If you have your audience who is already trusting you from that free material, all you got to give them is a little tidbit of paid material that is worth it. So if you're making an online video course, I would suggest not making it longer than 4 to 5 hours. Don't invest too much time if you're not getting a profit worth it, because you will be building an income stream right off the bat without any advertising. So what you want to do is build up an income stream based on your warm audience. So that warm audience doesn't know you super well yet. You're not really established. So what you want to do is get your first couple of customers, build the testimonials. So what you want to do is start off with, like, let's say $9.99 for a PDF or ebook, or maybe max I would say $19.99. So the best plan of attack is step 2. So once you have your goal of 50 customers to bring in $1,000 of passive income, you want to go retarget those customers that you already had. Let's say you had 1,000 people sign up for your email listing of free PDF, free ebook. So what you do now is email those customers with your awesome new course. You make that email like, oh my god, irresistible. Just make sure that they click on that link and they purchase that, because you're gonna need that. You want that, kind of, right? You want that customer to be like so excited to get that follow-up. You made that first one so appetizing, and now they're here for that dessert, for that main course. So that's what you want them to do. Just be ready to click. And that's why the purpose is that warm audience. You want that because they're easier to retarget, easier to actually follow through and actually purchase your thing. What you want to do is, when you sign up people through your Facebook groups or YouTube, you let them know, like, hey, also I have this paid for course now, paid for PDF. If you guys could check it out, if you guys like it, that'd be awesome. And if need be, I don't know, based on like admins and whoever owns the pages, you might have to give them a cut. Try to give them a 20% cut, or better yet, work with them so then they could pin it to their page and you give them a commission. So like for every sale that you make, you give them a commission. You know, you might drive more sales like that. That is affiliate marketing. That's something else completely. But you know, that works for them and that works for you. It's like a beneficial factor. And if you have stuff later down the line, you know, that might be making them more inclined to work with you. This might also work with Instagram. So with Instagram pages, you can actually offer them like, hey, you know, I have a free course that might work for your audience. You don't have to really give me credit if need be. You can put your name all over it. Just make sure they get it, and then on the back end, you get the email names for all the people who sign up for it. So that's a great win-win for them. And then when you have the paid course, this is where the real money comes in. You tell them, okay, hey, you know, can I post this course? You know, I'll give you 20% commission on whatever sales that we get. You can put your name on it, whether or not you feel comfortable with that, them putting their name on it. You know, you will still have your personal brand on the actual PDF or ebooks, but they will have the front end and you will have the back end, which is way more important. You will have all the email names for the customers. They will be part of your email subscription list, and then you will have all the sales and you will get 80% cut from that. If you build up that warm audience, which is very crucial in the beginning, you can definitely get 50 sales within your first month. So that is just one way so far that we're talking about. And that's, for me personally, the most fun way, but it's also probably the most time consuming way right now. The second way is through active income. Let's say you already work full time and you know, like, oh, you know, I can't spend more time working, or I don't have time to do anything else. Yes, you do. You have so many ways to make money. I've seen countless testimonials of people who have full-time jobs, work 2 to 3 jobs a day, have kids, and still make time to work on side gigs, side hustles. Remember, this channel is all about a hustle mindset. So, you know, I don't like hearing excuses of like, oh, you know, I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. You know, do whatever you can. Chase as much as possible. Make your time as efficient as possible. I'm not gonna lie, I play a lot of video games, so my time isn't always as efficient as possible, but I try to maximize as much as I can. So what I do, or what I recommend, is also getting a side gig economy job. Now, this is the first layer or the first idea within this number 2 idea. So this is the easiest. Let's say you don't have any skills whatsoever. You just work for companies like DoorDash, Uber, Amazon Flex, something that pays you decently well. You're trying to look for something that pays you at least $20 an hour. I wouldn't really recommend Uber Eats or Postmates. I've heard a lot of stories and personally have experienced they're not that great. But if you work with DoorDash, Uber Driving, Amazon Flex, Grubhub, things of that nature, you can definitely make $20 an hour, guaranteed, depending on your market. So So if you're in New York, you can make $20 an hour. I don't know about like Ohio or Nebraska or something like that. But for those type of markets, you can definitely do it. There's also things called Instacart, which I'll link in the description as well. All these things that I'm talking about, I will link in the description. And if you made it so far in this video, please like this video. If you like what I'm talking about or like the ideas that I have, please subscribe to the channel. We're brand new, so we appreciate it. And please make sure you leave a comment of future ideas of videos that you might have. So besides that first layer, which doesn't require too much skill, you can also do stuff that requires your skill, but is more of a side hustle, side gig, more than a passive income stream. So that might require, let's say you are a teacher. Just start teaching classes on the side, like tutoring. That is a great way. Or you are a mother, so why don't you just start babysitting kids at your house? You know, that might work for you. That might work based on your time. Or another way is freelance work. So for freelance work, you can sign up for websites like Fiverr.com. Let's say you are great with digital marketing. You can sign up and start offering your services for digital marketing to millions of people, thousands of companies, so that you can start building a side income stream just by doing stuff you were already doing for your full-time job. For your people who do photography, there's a bunch of different things you can start doing there. Let's say you have video making skills. You can start making videos for drop shipping people. Those are very lucrative right now, and a lot of people are interested in those avenues. So let's say you're interested in that type of income stream and you don't want to do just more menial tasks like DoorDash, Uber, Grubhub. You can actually focus on using the skills you already have. And let's say you make an average of like $20 to $25 an hour based on what you already know. That's great. You know, you're using your knowledge to build an income stream that you did not have before. And the last way I'm going to talk about is through portfolio income streams. So not all of them are truly passive or don't require money, but some of them do. And the best way this is beneficial for you right now or the long term is 401k. If you have this option, if this is an option that you have at work or a job that you're applying to, I would highly suggest applying to that job or getting that job or accepting that job, or finding out if your job offers it, and if it offers it, signing up for it ASAP, especially if the company matches a certain percent that you also will be putting into the 401k. So let's say you're putting into the 401k 3% of your yearly salary. Let's say you make 100k, some crazy number like that, 100k. So that means you are putting in $3,000 per year into that 401k. So that means if the company matches it 3%, they are also putting $3,000. So you're getting $3,000 income stream for doing nothing, for not changing how you live your lifestyle, for not spending any money at all. In fact, you're actually saving money. You're putting it into this, which will be compounding interest over time, and you might invest it whatever your 401k is on, let's say index funds. You want to invest in index funds, this is a great way to do it. This is an easy way to be utilizing your time. It does not require too much effort. All you got to figure out is if your job offers this or not, and many companies do offer this, so just be on the lookout for this. And what I recommend is not trying to beat the market. So a lot of people spend a lot of money trying to figure out what the best way to beat the market is, what the best way to get a return is on their investment. And I would say there are so many different ways to make money that if you want to spend your time more wisely, I would just recommend trying to match the market. So with an index fund, you could get like a return of 7 to 10% based on which index fund you invest in. So I would just tell you to invest in those type of things, but obviously this is all up to you. And if you break down all three ways that I recommended and talked about, if you make 50 customers, that's $1,000 right off the bat. So boom, you reach that monthly goal in 30 days. But let's say you don't reach that. Let's say you make X amount of dollars, whatever. You still have two other different ways. Let's say you make $200 a week or 10 hours that you invest in your time and side hustles, side gigs, whether it be through freelance work or Uber, DoorDash, Flex, things like that. You would be making $200 a week. That is $800 a month off that alone, just in 10 hours a week that you're spending, whether it be at night or whatever you have free time, you know, that is combined $1,800. And let's say you have a $50,000 job with a 3% match on 401k, that is an extra $125 a month besides your money that you're getting for free for just investing in yourself for the future. So that is great. So that is $125 a month that you don't have to do anything for, no work. If you combine all three of those, $1,800 and $125, you're getting over $1,900 a month in 30 days if you follow these steps. But on the low end, let's just be safe, and you are not making nearly as much money as you thought it would be. Conservatively, you can still be making $1,000 a month in 30 days just by doing these three simple steps, just by doing these three simple passive income streams, active income streams, and portfolio income streams. So if you like this video, please again like, subscribe, and follow the channel. And we're going to be having a whole lot more videos just like this, detailing how you can go from A to Z on your financial success journey on your way to financial freedom. Thank you guys.